So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. We will be doing this reading passage, the benefits of learning an instrument. The benefits of learning an instruments. So this was texted by one student who had just recently given this IELTS exam. I don't remember the date and all. So we will be doing for this reading passage. We have been given multiple choice question, yes, no, not given, and another type of question is also there. So another is complete each sentence with the correct ending. So all questions are time consuming, doesn't matter. We will start our reading passage with first type of question. Why I am saying first type of question? Because this is reading passage 3. Okay, so they have divided, in fact they must have divided 3 parts of this reading passage. Yes, no, not given, we can probably get into 1, 2 and 3 paragraphs, and then this multiple choice question. Already they have given first paragraph and fourth paragraph they have given like that. So at the end, when we will be doing this complete the sentences, we will already be aware about the location of these words, these, like here it is, these kinds of words. That's why this third question will be easier for us to find the location, and this type of question we can easily do only with the help of these keywords. Okay, so let's start with first yes, no, not given. So how to do yes, no, not given? It's important to follow the strategy. So here they are saying if the statement are these, agrees with the claims of the writer. So in this passage, writers, many writers or one or two writers may be there. And if the same thing is coming out with the statement and the writer's opinion, then it will be yes. And if something is contradiction, means something is mismatching in the sentence, in the statement, then it will be no. And not given when definitely they are not talking about, writer is not talking about the main thing from the question statement, main soul of the question statement, then it will be not given. So let's read it. First we will read statement, we will try to understand its meaning and then come out with one or two keywords. Many parents indicate that their children struggle to learn a musical instrument. Many parents indicate, they say that their children struggle while learning a musical instrument. Okay, so parents we will try to find, and children struggle. Of course, musical instrument learning, because this is learning a musical instrument is not a keyword, because this reading name is learning an instrument. So in every paragraph you will get learning an instrument kind of thing. Okay, so let's see, you will be doing practice with me. I will be showing paragraph along with the question statement. So this is reading this paragraph. This is first paragraph. We are looking for parents and children struggle. Studies show that learning a musical instrument can bring about significant improvement in your brain. Are music lessons the way to get smarter? That's what a lot of parents and experts believe. Studying an instrument gives children an advantage in the development of intellectual, perceptual and cognitive skills. Very good words, good vocabulary. In fact, you can use it in writing task too also, even in speaking also. This may, however, turn out to be wishful thinking, too highly convincing. Trials carried out recently have found no evidence to support this idea. The IQs of preschool children who attended several weeks. So I couldn't find. Many parents indicate that their children struggle. So struggle kind of thing is not given anywhere. Okay, and to learn a musical instrument. So we will be just marking it not given. So main soul of the question statement is not given. If you say this is false, how it is false, please let me know in my comment section. The findings 28th is the findings of the recent research into preschool children's IQ. Same words we have just come across here. See, this preschool is also there, IQ is also there. Okay, so what they are saying, the findings of the recent research into preschool children's IQ are unreliable. if the finding, the results of the research about this are unreliable, it means this is yes, and if it is reliable, then it is then no, if they are not talking about this thing. But of course this already we have read about here, about the same line here, so definitely it is we can read it. Let's find the finding. Okay, two highly convincing trials, means research they are talking, carried out recently is also there, have found no evidence to support this idea. The IQs of preschool children who attended several weeks of music classes as part of these studies did not differ significantly from the IQs of those who had not. So from here to here you can just read it and just try to find the answer. Then just pause the screen. So it is no, because here they are saying are unreliable. But in fact they are saying two highly convincing trial carried out recently have no evidence to support this idea. No evidence to support this idea, it means they are reliable. They are talking about they have done some experiments. The IQs of preschool children who attended several weeks of music classes as part of these studies did not differ significantly from the IQ of those who had not. Okay, so something different they are talking, but it is not it is unreliable. No evidence to support this idea. So this is opposite thing they are talking. That's why it is no. Okay, 29. The main reasons people take up an instrument are that they enjoy playing music and being creative. Okay, the main reason people take up an instrument are that they enjoy playing music and being creative. Okay, we have to find reasons why people take. Okay, next paragraph we will shift. Now here, but does not mean the advantages of learning to play music are limited to expressing yourself, impressing friends, or just having a fun. The main reason people take up an instrument are that they enjoy playing music and being creative. So expressing yourself, impressing friends, or just having fun. So this is the location of this 29th question. The main reason people, so this is opposite thing they are saying. Here they are saying they enjoy playing music and being creative. In fact here they are saying advantages of learning to play music are limited to expressing yourself, impressing friends, or just having fun. Or just having fun. And being creative is not there. So you decide your answer, or we can learn it. We can just find a growing number of studies show that learning an instrument childhood can do something. It can provide benefits as we age in the form of added defense against decline, not only according to. Okay, so I think writer is talking about 29th question from here to here, this location. Because here he was saying children advantage in the development of intellectual, perceptual and cognitive, but no, we have got where we have the location of 27, 28. After that we can get the location of 29. So impressing friends are limited to expressing. Advantages of learning to play music are limited to expressing yourself, impressing friends, or just having. The main reason, okay, this is not the main reason. Here they are saying limited to expressing. Reasons people take up an instrument are that they enjoy playing music and being creative. So it is also no. 30th, evidence about the long-term advantages. So evidence about the long-term advantages of learning an instrument is increasing. So evidence about the long-term advantages of learning an instrument is increasing. If long-term advantages of learning an instrument is increasing, then it will be yes, otherwise it will be no. So a growing trend, so here we have got 29th location, a growing number of studies shows that learning an instrument in childhood can do something perhaps more valuable for the brain. It can provide benefits as we age. And that about the long term advantages of learning an instrument is increasing. So long term advantages learning, of course in this paragraph they are talking about advantages. A growing number of studies means evidence are showing long term advantages, show that learning an instrument in childhood can do something perhaps more valuable for the brain. It can provide benefits. This is the long term benefit as we age, means when we just grow up, in the form of an added defense against memory loss, cognitive decline, impaired hearing. Not only that, take up music for the first time in midlife or so. Till here you can read it. From here to here, no, from here to here you can read it. You will get to know evidence about the long term advantages of learning an instrument is increasing. So definitely not given is also there, no is also there, no is also there, and of course last will be yes. Now next is multiple choice question. Instructions are choose the correct letter A, B, C or D. Means you have to select only one letter out of 4. Okay, so how what is the procedure here? First they are just describing the statement. It means you can say incomplete statement is there. We have to complete it with the help of any one option. Okay, 4 options are there. We have to select it. But how we can do it? First we will read the question statement. Location they have already given. First paragraph we will go. The studies mentioned in the first paragraph. What is the important thing mentioned in the first paragraph? We will not read it first. First we will go to first paragraph and we will try to find what is the important thing they are mentioning. Okay, let's go to. I am showing you paragraph also and the options also. Okay, first paragraph, studies show that learning a musical instrument can bring about significant improvement in your brain. Are music lessons the way to get smarter? That's what a lot of parents and experts believe. Studying an instrument gives children an advantage. So no need to read further because already we have got the location of the question statement. The study is mentioned in the first paragraph. But still I read so many things. And now we can read all the, because here next part of the paragraph they were talking about some research and IQs and all. So let's find the answer. We will eliminate two options first. A confirm a link between musical training and intelligence. Musical training and intelligence they were talking, but it was not confirmed. It was not a confirmed link. So here they are saying studies show that learning a musical instrument can bring about significant improvement in your brain. So it doesn't mean that they are saying confirming a link. Everything let's leave it for the time. Second, present misleading information about the value of learning. So misleading information was not there in this paragraph. What we have read till now. And C1 suggests there are undiscovered benefits of studying. So there were no undiscovered benefits to studying music. And C cast doubt on a belief about the effects of taking music lesson. So doubt, yeah, here doubt also we can say. 2 highly convincing trials carried out recently have found no evidence to support this idea. Whatever they were talking, that significant improvement in your brain by learning musical instrument, lot of parents and experts believe studying an instrument gives children an advantage in the development of this may however wishful thinking. So it means cast doubt on a belief about the effects of taking music lessons. Did not significantly from the IQs of who had not. So we can select this one. Or there is a confusion because here link word is not given. Direct word, whatever it is given, we can just assume that. So here we can mark D1. 32. According to the second paragraph. Now location they have already shared. There may be many benefits to studying. So there may be many benefits. Let's read second paragraph. Now second paragraph. According to the second paragraph, there may be some benefits to studying music or options. We will not read. Let's read. There may be some benefits. Okay. But does not mean the advantages of learning to play music are limited to expressing yourself, impressing friends, or just having fun. A growing number of studies show that learning an instrument childhood can do perhaps more valuable. It can provide. So these already we have read. So let's read it. The last portion of this. There may be some benefits to studying music. I think here they are just talking about some experiment. There may be some benefits. Okay, so benefit word is here, and as we age till here we can read it again. I have already read it. Now let's read the options. Even for those who begin learning in adulthood, providing the person, because adulthood as we age it is also given, providing the person learns the correct techniques, this also not given, especially if the person practices on a regular basis. This is also, I think, they are not talking. Particularly if the person plays a range of different instrument, I think it is also not given, described over here. Let's read it again. Anything if they are talking, because still here nothing was given, only they are talking more valuable. Childhood can do something perhaps more valuable for the brain. It can provide benefits as we age in the form of an added defense against. So it is also helpful in adulthood and even old age also. For the first time, okay, here first time, you may well get those benefits even if you haven't picked up your instrument in years or decide to take up music for the first time in midlife or beyond. I think they are talking even for those who begin learning in adulthood. I think we will select this. Correct techniques, regular basis, and different instruments. No, nothing. They are not talking about any different instrument, regular basis, and correct techniques. So adulthood will come. The phrase "this might well be the case" in the fourth paragraph suggests. This phrase, what it is suggesting in the fourth paragraph. Let's go to fourth. So this is fourth paragraph. I am showing you. This might well be the case. This is given here. This might well be the case. So we need to find what it suggests. Okay. In her first study on the subject, Hannah Plady divided 70 healthy adults between age this into three groups: musicians who had studied an instrument for at least 10 years, those who had played between 1 and 9 years, and a control group who had never learned an instrument. Okay, the group who had studied for at least 10 years scored the highest when tested in such areas as non-verbal and visuospatial memory, naming objects, taking in and adopting new information. Her follow-up study a year later confirmed those findings and further suggested, now this is the location, suggested that starting musical training before the age of 9 and keeping it for 10 years or more may yield the greatest benefit. Interestingly, it was the group who had the lowest level of general education which showed the greatest gap in scores. Childhood, very confusing. Suspect that musical training could have made up for the lack of cognitive stimulation these people had. Okay, so lengthy paragraph. So let's read the option. Music lessons and long-term physical well-being may be connected. Music lessons and long-term physical and the ability to learn music may depend on this also. They have not described. Learning an instrument may have a lasting impact on brain function. They were talking somewhere. Brain function. Yes, I have healthy adults who had studied instrument, who had played, never learned any. The group naming, adapting new. So somewhere, just a minute. Brain function, cognitive, could have made up for the lack of cognitive stimulation as people had. Okay. may have a lasting impact on brain function. Older people's brain may be better suited to studying music than this comparison is also not given. So this long-term physical is also not given. So neurological features is also not actually given properly. Might first studied adults who had studied. So suggestion is here. Her follow-up study confirmed those findings and further suggested that starting musical training before the age of 9 and keeping it for 10 years may yield the greatest benefit. Interestingly, so greatest gap in those who had studied in childhood, those who had not. I think they are talking about this thing, people who had cognitive. So may have lasting impact on brain function they are talking. And exact neurological features is also not they are talking, may depend on this feature. So 34th, which aspects of playing an instrument was included in Hannah follow-up study? Not okay. So here this person name was there. Yeah, here Hannah Plady is here. So 34th question, which aspect of playing an instrument was included in Hannah Plady's follow-up study but not in her first study? Which aspect of playing an instrument was included follow-up study but not in her first study? Okay, so location is here only. Hannah study divided 70 healthy adults between this and this. So what she had included in first and she had not included in second, we have to find out. Was included in study but not in her first study. What was that? So her follow-up study a year later confirmed those findings and further suggested starting musical training before the age of 9 and keeping it for 10 years may yield the greatest benefit. Interestingly, it was the group who had the lowest level of general education, greatest gap who had not, could have for the lack of people had. So in initial years, 3 groups she had made who had years. Okay, let's see. Number of years that the person had played. Number of years, yes, they had, but not in her. Years, yes, here in second, before the age of 9 and keeping it for 10 years or more may yield the greatest benefits. Playing an instrument was followed in her first study. The number of years that the person had played, at which age the person began having lessons, the length of time. So yes, at which age keeping it at the age of 9, at the age which age the person began living, this also the length of time since the person last played, this is also not. How the person had practiced as a child, this is also not. So between these two we can just do practiced. The number of years person had played before the age of 9, keeping it for 10 years. I think number of years that the person had played, see this at the end also they are saying the same thing. Musical training could have made up for the lack of people those had studied an instrument in childhood and those who had not, which showed the greatest gap in scores between those who had studied childhood. So according to me, I think this we should keep it A. If at the begin, this also can, but yeah, I am looking for this. 35th. Now 35th question. Hannah's Plady studies suggest about people's general education. So people's general education, because in this paragraph only they are talking about this person. This one. Okay, so here they are talking about general education. It means 34th question location was just above and we were looking here also and here also. So this you need to find out. So studies suggest about people's general education. So suggestion is here. Her follow-up study later confirmed those findings and further suggested that starting musical training before the age of 9 and keeping it for 10 years or more may yield the greatest benefits. Interestingly, it was the group who had the lowest level of general education which showed the greatest gap in scores between those who had studied an instrument in childhood and those who had not. Okay, so studying music compensates for an otherwise limited level of education. Learning to play an instrument improves educational performance. This is also not explained. Highly educated people are more likely to benefit from this. Is also not given in this paragraph. Level of education makes no difference to a person's. So this kind of thing, all three things they are not describing. So we can select one because clearly you can see this. You can read this paragraph. Nothing is given about improves educational performance. See this, you can read it. There is no description that it improves a educational level. There is no description highly educated people are more likely. Level of education makes no difference to persons. Nothing is, they are not describing like that in this paragraph where this person name is there. So we can select this one.